bare-chested man, gray hair and a weathered grin. Worked the logging roads all his life where the pine trees crowded in. He didn't need no fancy compass, didn't need no map or signs. He knew every creek and river bend, every cut through Carolina pines. He'd said, boy, climb in this pickup truck, we got a little road to ride. And I'd bounce across those logging trails with the whole wild world outside. 3 on the tree and a rattling frame, dust rolling off the hood. Some men learn from books and schools, but Uncle Earl knew the woods. Uncle Earl knew the woods, knew the river and the rain, knew where the frogs would holler at night, knew every back road lane. He was rough around the edges, but he lived the way he could. You could call him wild, you could call him hard, but Uncle Earl knew the woods. We'd go down to the river after dark, where the water dropped down low. He'd find a beach in the middle of nowhere, where nobody else would go. With a gig pole and a lantern light, we'd listen to the night birds sing. Frogs jumping in the Black Creek water, stars hanging over everything. He smoked his meat and picked his shrimp, did things the old-time way. Fixed chainsaws out in the timber and worked till the end of day. He could make a meal from what folks left, he could make a fire from mud. Some men just passed through this life, but Uncle Earl left tracks in the woods. Uncle Earl knew the woods, knew the river and the rain, knew where the frogs would holler at night, knew every back road lane. He was rough around the edges, but he lived the way he could. You could call him wild, you could call him hard, but Uncle Earl knew the woods. Now folks will talk about Uncle Earl, say he had a mean old side, say he was hard on Aunt Nine, say he carried too much pride. I was just a boy around him then, I can't tell all that's true. I only know the man I saw and the things he taught me to do. He'd bring home timber rattlers, Lord, don't ask me why. Had snakes coiled up by the back door deck, enough to make you cry. He'd open that door with a garden tool, like that was understood. Most folks would run clean out of there, but Uncle Earl knew the woods. Uncle Earl knew the woods, knew the river and the rain, knew where the frogs would holler at night, knew every back road lane. He was rough around the edges, but he lived the way he could. You could call him wild, you could call him hard, but Uncle Earl knew the woods. He liked pig feet and head cheese, the parts nobody chose. Sat down at the table like a king in his open work shirt clothes. He wasn't polished, wasn't gentle, wasn't everybody's friend, but there are men you don't forget when the story finds its end. The smell of sawdust, smoke and river, the chainsaw's high-pitched whine, a boy in an old truck learning life on a Carolina timberline. Now those roads are probably grown up, and that old truck's long gone. The snakes, the frogs, the river fog have all moved right along. But when Rick starts telling stories, you can almost see him there. Uncle Earl with his big gray head, wild-looking stare. Some men leave you money, some leave you things for good, but Earl left stories in the dirt of those North Carolina woods. Uncle Earl knew the woods, knew the river and the rain, knew where the frogs would holler at night, knew every back road lane. He was rough around the edges, but he lived the way he could. You could call him wild, you could call him hard, but Uncle Earl knew the woods. Yeah, 3 on the tree and a rattling frame, dust rolling off the hood. Rick was just a boy back then, but Uncle Earl knew the woods.